Hello, Roadrunners. Welcome to this edition of Rio Talk. My name is Enrique Medina.
I'm Rennie Garcia.
Miss Manny Smith.
I'm Jonathan Smart.
So in this edition of Rio Talk, I know it's really different now
This
that
is
we're
Real
going
Talk.
digital. In this edition of Rio Talk, we wanted to first talk about the coronavirus and its effect that it's had on students and college students going to school. And we also wanted to go in depth on how the coronavirus has affected the sports world. So first off, I want to talk about how the coronavirus has affected kids going to school, uh, especially here in LA County where the coronavirus has spread a lot, especially over the past few weeks. Pretty much every school has gone online. Colleges, high schools, middle schools, elementaries, and it's really taken away from the actual experience of going to school and actually learning. So what are you guys' thoughts on this whole conversion into online schooling?
um, for me, it's been pretty tough because sometimes I don't know the right instructions, and then when you talk to a teacher, and like the communication could take a while. Like sometimes there's a lot of miscommunication, and sometimes I'm not sure what my assignments do or what the assignment means. So like from that part, like that point is it's really hard, like in that part of the online work.
Any thoughts, Manny?
I think um it's the same thing as what Brandon said, that I don't understand some of the instructions, and then sometimes we can't get a hold of like the instructor for like some of our courses that like we take online. um yeah, so it's kind of hard for people to interact with, I guess, their instructors online, because some of the instructors don't know how to like work, like for example Zoom, or like some of the professors don't even know how to work Canvas sometimes. So that's one of the struggles that we, I guess, as students um have to, I guess, learn on our own sometimes. That helps.
Yeah, I've been seeing articles that even some schools are not going to go back to school until next year.
Oh yeah,
Not-
I saw that too.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think in
I
general
think that's sad.
it's just super crazy.
It's
And
sad for like seniors in high school.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that right now. Like people, obviously we feel for the class of 2020 because they're not going to be able to go to prom, um, have like all their senior activities, um, graduation,
I think
even
it'll
for
be made
college
up
students.
when all this. I think it'll all be made up in the summer when things clear and everyone's able to like be out and stuff. So I'm not really worried. I think they'll be fine. Like
Yeah,
right now it seems like that, but when the smoke clears and the dust settles, like they'll have it'll all be made up to them.
What do you guys think about schools graduating on Roblox?
is that actually
Man.
happening?
Yeah,
Legit.
Hey, what's Roblox?
I've seen Roblox is like Legos.
It's like
Similar to it.
Oh.
Online game, like
Live for real?
go ahead.
it's kind of like another version of Minecraft, right? I think.
Yeah,
I mean, it just takes everything away. It's like you worked your whole life to get to graduation. You know, you worked your butt off to get good grades in school, play sports and things like that. Time and effort goes to your whole journey of like getting to college and finishing high school, and to be able to just have your graduation ceremony through like a video game or something virtual, like a virtual universe, is just, it kind of feels like a slap in the face, you know? So even if they could even if schools could push back their graduation date, I think that would be a better solution than going virtual, because I feel a lot of students would be extremely disappointed because, like I said, it's just like a slap in the face. Anything else, guys? Anything else to add?
Can you say that one more time, please?
Do you guys
You
have
broke up.
anything else to add as far as like uh the potential of like a graduation ceremony going virtually?
I wouldn't. Like I said, I would try to look for other ways to do it when all this clears up. You know, I wouldn't want to see that online because because we graduated, right? And it was special to see our families in the stands, and then you walk up, and get your diploma.
Hmm.
So I don't think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I totally agree. Any thoughts, Manny?
Yeah, same here. Cause I have one of my cousins that she's graduating. Well, she's supposed to be graduating this year, but I feel like they should really like postpone it, like maybe in the summer, or yeah, just to give them that like special moment, like with like all their friends, all their family members, like in attendance, and like not to do it like on like a webcam, like Zoom or like on like a video game. Like they have to like just, I guess, try to postpone it if anything.
What about your thoughts, Johnny?
Yeah, I agree with you guys that like graduation is supposed to be a ceremony, like where everybody gets to like advance to the next level. And I feel like if they do it on a video game, it takes away from like just the purpose of it all.
Oh yeah, for sure. One thing else I wanted to mention about the whole online schooling because of the coronavirus. I think just in general, you just don't have as much motivation to like really do your work. It's not the right learning environment because you're just at home where you usually just do your homework or like just rest or whatever. There's not that same feeling of actually going into the classroom and physically learning about it. So um, with the coronavirus spread too, um, the whole experience of having online schooling is very different change because people at home is kind of just like their lazy place. There's not as much motivation because it takes away from the actual experience of
Yeah,
going to class. So what are your thoughts on that?
yeah, man. Like, um, firsthand, sometimes I'll just be like watching TV or I'll take a shower and I'm like, oh, I have class, So it's like it's
Yeah.
another struggle. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
right.
dang, like I got miss a whole assignment or I'm late and like
Oh yeah.
And if it's hard for
yeah,
us, if online class is hard for us, imagine how hard it is for elementary school kids or middle schoolers, like all the distractions that they have.
Yeah.
and I'm pretty tech savvy too. Like I understand stuff. I know how to do like more than the average person on a technology. Like because we're younger and we know technology more. But I
Mm.
still don't really understand this. Like that's another part. That's like it
It's
shows
just
just
yeah,
how
it's
like
it's
tough
it's never
this
it's
is.
never happened.
You know?
And everybody's being forced to change essentially because there's no other
Yeah.
option. It's
Hmm.
so at least for the time being, an interesting fact that I wanted to share with you guys is that today I was reading online on my phone that I believe it was 15,000 kids in the LA school district aren't actually attending their online classes, which is kind of proves the point that the whole switch to online schooling is just it's tough. Like some kids have problems with like internet connection. Some people can't afford it.
Yeah.
I mean, some kids just
True.
don't have the motivation to even get into their online class. So it's interesting to see how people are going to deal with the online schooling at least until the end of the year, because it was said by Governor Newsom, I believe, that schools will be going online for the rest of the year, at least for kinder through 12, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
my little brother, he's a sophomore, and the way his assignments are is that they post it for the week. Like they'll give you assignment that's due at the end of the week, and then you have to talk to your teacher sometime between that if you have any questions. So
like
it's not
a
like as
conference.
up to date. Like he has to wait on the teacher, or the teacher has to wait on him. So it's not like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he's constantly confused about what to do, and sometimes it takes his professor like hours to like reply to him. And it's not the professor's fault. It's just how like his online thing is going.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I get it. It's tough. It's a tough transition for all of us, for myself and everybody included. Teachers,
Yeah.
faculty, um,
Mm.
the principals and everybody's it's tough.
You know what I've been wondering too is like, what are like special ed students doing right now? Like, how
It
are
brings
how
up
are they?
another point.
Yeah, like how are they getting by? Because it's already hard enough for like us to use the internet and the computers and stuff. And a lot of their teaching, like elementary school special ed kids, like a lot of it, they need to be tutored.
It's more hands-on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it just brings so
Well,
many
let's
questions to
get into
point.
let's get into sports a little bit,
Yeah,
and
totally.
provide any updates if we have any.
So yeah, basically after the whole NBA thing went on with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, the NBA decided to suspend their season indefinitely, and pretty much every sport like around the world has continued on in that same direction, suspending their seasons indefinitely or whatever events. We have the Olympics that are moving to next summer. We have the Euros in soccer. It's going to be moved to 2021 next summer as well. So we have all these huge events being moved back, and right now we don't really know when sports are going to come back. It's just a weird few weeks right now without sports. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I'm extremely hurt because I'm not going to be able to see Khabib fight Tony Ferguson in the UFC because they can't have more than like 10 people in the room at one time. And he went to Russia because the gym that he trains at, they closed because there's a bunch of cases in their area. And then Russia just closed their borders. And they're supposed to fight in Dubai, but then Dubai just closed, like that area closed their borders. Russia closed their borders, and I think we did too, right? Correct?
Think so.
I believe so. I know we canceled
Yeah.
travel to Europe. I know that for sure.
Yeah. So most UFC, boxing, all that stuff is getting canceled.
Any thoughts,
Yeah, I
Brandon?
mean, going into like college level sports, the NCAA granted an extra year of
Eligibility for
like
spring sports.
eligibility, but the thing that sucks is that it's for spring sports.
Exactly.
So basketball is not part of the spring; it's part of the winter. So
Oh
the
yeah.
people that were going to play in the NCAA tournament can't play. Which I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that
just a
goes
fact.
that
Like
goes
that
to all the
hurts
winter sports.
them, the
It's
seniors. Yeah.
one thing I want to mention about that too is that uh, obviously they're not gonna be able to finish off the season. A lot of people look forward to these NCAA tournaments, especially March Madness, and it's a big opportunity for all these student athletes to show their promise, show their skill, bring up their draft stock for whether it's the NBA or any other sport. It's a big time for them, and to get that taken away, it hurts a lot. I mean, in
Yeah.
general, it's just a tough situation for the winter sports. Do you think they should have granted another year of eligibility for them as well, along with the spring
Yeah.
sports?
100%.
100%.
Although they played like the preseason. They didn't play their actual season or like the playoffs. So I think
Yeah.
because a lot of student athletes depend on these big tournaments to show out. So like the either NBA or whatever sport they play, it boosts their draft stock and could lead them to getting millions of dollars and playing for a professional team.
Yeah, it's more than just about sport itself. It's about people's lives, potentially some life-changing decisions because of this virus, both financially, um, just being able to hang out and make memories with their teammates is just a whole crazy mess right now.
It cuts back to on like for people that play winter sports, like they won't be able to like have their seasons, so like they won't be able to transfer to certain schools or get certain scholarships to go to like a Division I university or something like that.
Mm, exactly. One thing I did find interesting that I read about is that they'll allow rosters to expand for the spring sports, but still the winter sports essentially they basically got nothing. They got nothing. It just absolutely sucks for them.
Yeah, yeah. But I give it. We should know what's gonna happen in around a month. See where things are at. See if things can still be like salvage. Like we can still have proms, graduation. We can go back to school, etc.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, the only time will tell. And we have to tough it out, and we all have to stay home and do our like duty, like as a citizen and as a human being,
Yeah.
to like follow these rules so we can like advance as
and
a
get back
world.
to
Like
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean
we have to obey the rules. Is what I'm trying to say.
social distancing, avoiding contact of 6 to 8 feet away, anything, because people want sports back. People want their normal school lives to come back. And right now it's just been a very, very difficult and odd time right now for a lot of people.
Yeah, man. But like I said, we have to be smart and follow the rules and just tough it out this next month and a half maybe, and hopefully we have different like something new happens that we're like we get past this.
Hopefully. Uh, with that said, do you guys have any final thoughts on this whole situation?
No, just like social distancing, wash your hands, just all that stuff.
Anything to add,
Yeah.
Manny?
Uh, just stay safe. Stay home. Stay quarantined. Stay healthy. Drink water. Um, and just social distancing. Just if you
Stay
see
inside.
one and all that stuff.
Anything else, Johnny?
No, that's it. Stay inside. Stop going outside so we can get this over with already. The
Of
quarantine.
course, we want life to come back to normal for sure. So yeah, like they mentioned, just follow the rules and make sure. Hopefully, we could get this resolved as quick as possible. And with that said, thank you, Roadrunners, for joining us to another episode of Real Talk. My name is Enrique Medina.
This has been Manny Smith.
Brandon Garcia.
Jonathan Smart.
Signing out.